Alright guys, Kazoo71 here on Ark Survival Ascended. This video, I'm doing the vocals on this thing, and it is the 9th of November, December, and I recorded this on the 29th of October, so 4 days after the game came out. So apologize, I'm a little slow like I mentioned before. I'm not one of these guys that all I have is YouTube as a career. I do a full-time job. So I saw this Therizinosaur, so I came over here. I want to try to tame this guy. I forgot what level it was. I apologize. And I'm just using this rock and seeing if I can get it knocked out. As you can see, it is getting close to being torped and it's running. So yeah, let's go chase it down and hopefully I can get this thing tamed and nothing happens to it bad. I was hoping it would stay in that one area. It's in the water. Come on, get out of the water. Did it just go down? Oh my gosh, it just went out. Oh yeah, you're meg bait. Sorry, dude. I really wanted to use you as a second Therizinosaur, but or as a Therizinosaur. I don't think I have one yet. Yeah. Oh, you're dead. Sorry. There's another one. Yeah, too low. I'm gonna try that. I get it for now. We'll go back. So what I did was I put one mod on here. I may have put two mods, but I did put one of the cryopod mods on here. I tried one, it didn't work, so I got another one I tried. As I mentioned last time, I came over here to this metal mountain. We got some metal and I was using the pickaxe, but as you can see in my inventory, I have my Ankylosaurus and my Anky. He is in a cryopod, so we're going to come over here and we're going to go see if we can find some more metal up there. It's just still the time at the beginning of the release when the metal nodes were not responding. They were very annoying at that point. So the graphics on the game I'm playing on, I'm using an RTX 2060 on this computer that I recorded this on. So I have the graphics set to high and some medium. That's why it looks a little different. I'm not using the epic settings. If you don't have a 40, like about a 4080 or 4090, you cannot run them epics very well. You can run the epic, but it's going to glitch pretty bad. So yeah, which I have a 4090 now and I can run it on epic, but I still don't run it on epic because it's just too much. So here's that little hill I was telling you guys about. This is where I got some metal last time. So we're gonna take my Anky up, my Anky, whatever you want to call it. I call them my Anklo. That's what my daughters call them. So we're gonna run them out here, and I'm gonna collect these metal nodes here. See this cryopod? There we go. Works just fine, no problems. Let's get on here. Back when they first came out with the cryopods, I think you couldn't cryopod them with a saddle. I can't remember if that's the way it was, but they fixed that shortly after. The soul balls you use on Dinosaurs version 2, you can always, you know, soul ball them with the saddles on, so it's no big deal. But we're just going to get this metal node. As you guys can see what they look like, they look a little different. Actually, a lot different than they did in Ark Survival Evolved. Personally, I like the Ark Survival Evolved metal nodes, the way they look better than these, but just preference. It doesn't matter. You get used to it. This is what they're going to anyway. Who knows how far Wild Card will go with this new game. They did that thing. A lot of people put videos out on that about their releases of the extra DLCs and stuff, and it's going to take the next like 3 years before they get all the DLCs out. And so good luck with Ark 2. I don't think Ark 2 is going to ever come out. I don't think they're going to work on it anymore. They're working on this. So that's what a lot of other people are saying. I don't think Ark 2 is going to be a thing anymore. They pretty much didn't mention it in their live stream thing they did where they raised money. It was not a topic. They were just talking about this one. According to what I saw, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched comments and stuff and kind of browsed it. I didn't want to watch that whole thing again. Too long, man. A couple of hours. But yeah, so they just seem to be working on Ark Survival Ascended. Just kind of reskinning Ark is what they're doing. And some of the big mod creators don't want to redo it all because that's pretty much all it is. I did a video on Primal, seeing if that guy was going to do it. He did make a comment after that video. Basically, he's not going to do Primal Fear for Ark Survival Ascended. So, yep. A lot of other people are trying to do video or try to do mods that are similar to it. Good luck to them. But, yeah, Primal, the creator, Pycon, he's probably not going to do it from what his comments say. Which is, I understand. So, there's a note in here somewhere. I'm trying to find this note here. Let's go this real quick. Where you at, note? Should be down here. The notes are still in the same places. The only benefit I've seen so far at Ark Survival Ascended is they made them a little bit more obvious. They are all around one of them structures. Before, sometimes you could find those notes just on the ground, like by some rocks or something, but now they all have a little ancient rune structure near them. So all you gotta do is find one of those, and there's gonna be a note there. There it is. So right here, this is what I'm talking about. So there should be a note right here, and I'm gonna pause it. I'm not gonna talk during this so you guys can hear what they say. Kill this stuff so I can grab this note. I don't want to mess around when I'm grabbing a note. Alright, they dead. Where's this note at? Where you at, note? Where you at? Gotta be one here. I know there's one here. Try to clear the trees so we can see a little bit. There it is.
Among the bottom of the island's dinosaur food chain is a small herbivore called Pegomastax fructurator. It is content to spend all day alone, gorging itself on far more food than you might reasonably expect for a creature of its tiny stature. Its beak appears perfectly evolved for collecting food from plants, while avoiding the indigestible fibrous strands. Pegomastax is likely to ignore any nearby creature and continue foraging, unless it's attacked, at which point it turns into a very aggressive, though rather unthreatening opponent, shrieking and whooping far above its actual threat level. You would expect a creature this small and weak to live in flocks, but Pegomastax seems to be fairly solitary in nature. While not pretty and far too small to ride, tribes often keep Pegomastax around as a kind of farming aid. Its skill at scavenging means that it collects an extraordinary quantity of seeds and berries, while also handily gathering the rare flowers, mushrooms, and other ingredients necessary to cook up unusual concoctions.
That's interesting because I have never used that thing to collect anything. I hate those dinos. They're the stilly guys. There's another one right here. Let's check this one out.
I'm not sure why, but the giant scorpions I've seen on the island are far more disturbing than most of the dinosaurs. Rather than simply kill its prey, Pulmonoscorpius gigantus injects its victims with a tranquilizing poison, then eats its unconscious prey alive. This subspecies has a large pair of pincers that seem connected to the same toxin sacs as the tail. I've never seen another scorpion that has this adaptation, but I've never seen another scorpion that's larger than I am either. Trying to tame a monster like Pulmonoscorpius gigantus sounds like a crazy idea, but I suppose the ability to knock out a foe could come in handy. It could certainly make incapacitating some of the island's other creatures much easier.
Yeah, don't try to do that. I mean, you could do that on some smaller stuff, but them things, they don't work. People try to, like, make videos on that when Ark first came out about using that to tame some of these big dinos. Yeah, whatever. Good luck with that. As you can see, I still have the stilly birds on here. I haven't removed them yet. Someone made a comment to use the Stop the Steal mod, which basically makes the stilly guys and the stilly birds not steal from me anymore, which is cool. Look, here's a rock pterodon. Yeah, it's funny. Let me free you, buddy. Hold on a second. I got you. I'm gonna be your savior today. There you go. Be free. Be free. Okay. Anyway. So anyway, the mod. Yeah, that's great. If you want to stop them from stealing from you, yeah, you can use one of them mods, or you can do what I did in my video and take them suckers off, because I don't like them at all. I don't even want to look at them. They're so annoying and ugly. So I took the Microraptors off of here, the stilly birds. I left the stilly guys on, and the Pegomastax. And then I took the big whale stealing, whale raft killing whales, whatever you call them, raft killing whales. You know what I'm talking about. There's a stilly guy right there, Pegomastax. Come here, you. Where you go? Get out of the water so I can kill you. I'm having trouble grabbing stuff early on, too. I don't know what I'm doing. There you go. Still the same dynamic as Ark Survival Evolved. I'm just having little glitches sometimes, or I'm not very good at it. On our server, we like pick people up off of things. They're just kind of messing around. And, shoot, man, they always picking me off. I can't pick them off. That's another reason I probably don't play PvP. I'm no good at it. I cannot grab people off their mounts. They get me before I get them. Alright, so here's that one spot I was telling you guys about where there should be, one of my videos I showed you guys, there's oil, how to get oil early game. If you guys are curious about that, this spot on Ark Survival Evolved is really, really good. You can dive down, there's some oil nodes underwater. You can actually make it to them, harvest them, and get back up. So I wanted to see if they are there on Ark Survival Ascended, so that is what I am doing. We're going to land right here, and we're going to go down here, and we're going to check it out. It's right over the ledge here is where it should be. And we should see some floating oil. Let's go check it out and see what we got here. This is a good look underwater, which I haven't done yet, so you guys can see. Well, I'm sure you guys watch other people play yet. So, but if you're watching my playthrough, and here's the first time I went underwater to kind of check it out. It's pretty cool looking. Those oil nodes should be right here below me, and they are not there. I mean, there's a Basilosaurus, or basil like I call them, but there are no oil nodes. There's no oil coming up. So just a little flash forward here on some of my videos. I've been playing this since it's been out, and once I got down underwater and I got to the bottom and I discovered how they are, these oil rocks are down here. I don't know if they're right here, but they are in the water still. They're really small now, so they're not as big as they were, and the oil coming off of them is really, really small too, so the oil coming off doesn't go all the way to the surface, so you can't see them from way up top. You have to be down there to see them. So they could be down there below me right here. I just can't see them because you got to go way down to the bottom to see them, and I don't want to risk it right now. If I don't see them, I ain't going down there to check them out. So we're going to fly along the coast here. I just want to do a little exploring on the map and show you guys a little bit of the coast. And we'll check out, you know, some of the spawn points. I'm flying over one of the spawn points right here. So if you're spawning in, this is one of the easy ones. And then we're going to fly a little bit down here, and this is, I'll show you guys the main one where most people spawn in. It's Spawn Easy 1, I think, which I didn't spawn in. And then we'll just check out. I want to go up the coast a little bit towards the snow because I'm going to get oil. So that's where I'm heading up here. I'm going to go see what these oil rocks look like in the snow side. I won't get that to it in this episode, but I'll do it in the next one, because I don't want to do these things too long. But we're just going to fly along here. You guys can get a good idea what this looks like if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sure. And there's the map overlay, which is kind of cool. Tip about the map, guys: if you hit M, that comes up. If you double click M, it'll bring up the whole map with the coordinates and everything, so you can see it. I was trying to mess with the map here. That's why I got off. I wanted to see if that map would work and if I could figure it out, but it's just it's a moving map, so wherever you're at on the map, that's where it's going to highlight. It's really, really strange. And me punching, you see me punching, I'm trying to figure out if I could zoom the map or something like that. It just don't work. You can zoom a little bit with the scroll mouse, but you can't see the whole map like this. You gotta double click the M. If you don't double click, it won't work. So on we go, heading towards the red obelisk. That's where we are going, and we're gonna see what's over there. See what it looks like. But so far, I mean, you know, I've made some comments when this game first came out. Is it worth it and all that kind of stuff? I mean, I got so many negative people like complaining, oh yeah, of course it's worth it. No. But a lot of us who played this game for so long, and you know, been playing since it's been out almost, and I started like right after it came out, but people have been playing since day one, and these mod creators have been creating it. It's just, you listen to the people who do this all the time, and who play this constantly, and even who YouTube this thing. It's not really worth it. I mean, yeah, it's cool. They have some good build dynamics, don't get me wrong. The graphics are cool if you can handle it, but it is the exact same game. Nothing different, guys. It's Ark. Just looks different. Still the same artifacts, same dinos, except for that big giant bug they added to the island, which I saw one time so far. I'm just stayed away from it yet. I haven't tamed it yet. And then same bosses. Everything's the same, man, on the island. So still got your tech cave and everything. So here's that original spawn I was telling you about. This is Spawn Easy 1 right here. Check out this drop real quick. Another one I'll show you guys. I don't like that when you grab these, it doesn't immediately close the inventory. That's annoying. So you can't steal them real quick and run like I used to do. Just grab them and then take off real quick. You got to actually close the window. So that's a little bit annoying. Don't like that aspect of Ark Survival Ascended at all. Now, normally on Ark Survival Evolved, there is another drop that spawns over here in this little pool of water I'm facing right about there. Don't know if it does here. I haven't really checked it out. There's another one in the distance there I can see. I'm not really going to. But you guys should know this area. If you've played Ark on the island, you should know where I'm at. Pretty much the same. The rocks are different. The rock formations are different. The trees look a little different. Dinos, they all look the same to me. So, even with the high graphics on. Guys, I turned this thing on Epic and they still look almost the same. There's a little difference. I'm not anti-Ark Survival Ascended, trust me. I'm just telling you guys. Oh, there's a Titanosaur. Hey, hello, Titanosaur. There you are. What's going on, buddy? You still at level 5? Yep, you sure are. Alright. So we're just going to fly over this hill here. When I first started playing, man, I died in this area so many times just messing around in here. On foot, by the way, you know. I did all this on foot. So let's just head this way. Like I said, I want to hit to the coast. I want to hit the west coast, or the leeward side, or windward side, as I think they would call it in Hawaii. And then we're going to head up that side and see what it is. So this is the little swamp area to the right of me. To the left is the kind of ocean spot. I'm just flying in the middle a little bit. This is about where I tamed my first Spino on Ark Survival Evolved. It was a green one. I was in a raft. He attacked my raft and I kept shooting him and he was biting me through the raft. It was kind of funny. Finally got him. He got on land and then I knocked him out on top of a rock, and then I broke the rock and he just floated in the air the whole time. It was pretty funny. That stuff still happens. Alright, so I'm just kind of cutting across here. Instead of following the coastline, I want to cut across the trees, because what I really want to do is I want to get to the snow area, and I also want to see this little inlet and this little water spot over here. I'll show you guys. This is where I'm going to get off the video at, by this water spot. This is that dark lake right here. If you go in this water here, it's really dark. I have not tested it on Ark Survival Ascended yet. I don't know if it still is, but on Ark Survival Evolved, yeah, you ain't seeing in that water. That's that lake, if you know what I'm talking about. Looking through the trees here, trying to see if there's any explorer notes. That's what I'm looking for. I know there's a couple in this area, and that's what we were checking out. Alright, so we were almost across where I'm talking about. And let's see here. Let's get towards the water here. Like I said, just an exploratory little flight here. It's my exploring mission here. Be like an old Star Trek episode. Exploring. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about here. So I'm on that coast now. That's that little inlet where that water goes in. There's a little lake inside there. Or it would be a bay. I guess you call it a bay. And then there's some megalodons that will spawn in there. Looking at that pega, see what it is. Not that good. I don't like those birds. They are okay. I mean, they can land on water, land on land, but they don't have a huge weight capacity, and they can't carry crap. So Argentavis is my favorite. You can carry almost anything you need to, you know, except for when they tweaked a couple of things. Now you can't carry some things like the Gallimimus and the Procoptodon. Gallimimus should go away too. I hate that dino. It's annoying. Okay, anyway, so there's the water. As you can see, there's a megalodon under there, kind of to the right of me. A couple of them in there. So this bay is pretty deep. The entrance is a little shallow, but once you get in it, it's a little deep, and it's got some. If I remember right, there was silica pearls in this one on the. There's a few, don't get me wrong, there's not a ton, but there are a few towards the mouth, and there's way more silica pearls up past this towards the snow area, but I'm not going to be getting those. I can get silica pearls underwater easily. But there you go, guys. Just kind of flew around a little bit. We harvested some stuff. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.